Yeah.
Well, last season is when I finally started playing again. I started playing in beta, and then I took a long time off from playing the game and just playing computer games in general. And then from there, I just got back into it. But last season, I was bronze 1, and I went up to silver 5, and then from there I dropped back down. And then this season, for some reason, I'm not sure if it's because of the matchmaking or anything like that, it put me at bronze 5.
Okay. All right. Eisen's a little loud. Okay, let me drop that volume. All right, could you talk again?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty. Okay, so this game is actually pretty standard. Except for your draft, of course. The one good thing we got is Brightwing polymorphs on Malthael when he tries to dive. Wait, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. My sub sound is too loud. Is it actually? Okay, let's drop it. I can't say that. Okay, I took it. It was at 100% at the beginning of the stream. It is now at 25%. If it's still too loud, then I am terribly sorry. Can I get a brand new sub to see if it's still loud, Kappa? All right, so jumping into the game. You are perfect aim. I think that's fine. You have a solo laner. You have 2 solo laners on your team, maybe even more. Depends. But for you, I think I'm just going to focus a lot more just on, because I'm willing to guarantee that you're missing a lot of auto attacks, missing a lot of abilities, and maybe not rotating properly or attacking the right targets all the time. So I'm going to watch that, okay? Because that's the sort of stuff I think if you can fix at the bronze level, you'll immediately hit silver gold. Do you have quick cast everything?
I have everything set to on release.
Okay, and that works for you?
Yeah, with the exception of some abilities, like if I play Kerrigan, I don't use the on release. I use it as just straight quick cast.
Excellent. And do you have camera lock turned off?
Yeah.
Okay. So like right out of the gates right here, make sure you're mounted up. There's no reason for you not to be mounted at this point unless somebody walks up in auto attack range. So right here you should still be mounted, and you should actually be like where the butcher is. So you should be here.
Okay.
So you're still safe, landing autos. Okay, perfect. So I just want to talk about this just beginning skirmish a lot, because just watching the way you step up to it, it's just a little bit of a missed knowledge on how Greymane is supposed to be played. So like right now you pop your W, you have an infinite target in Chen, so you can pop your W super early. Let's have a look. Have you popped it already? You haven't. So W popped, okay, and you stand here. That's it. They cannot get to you. So you stand here, just chug on this Chen. Doesn't matter. You can splash your Q off the Chen and hit the wave. You can hit the squishies. It really doesn't matter a whole lot at this point. But yeah, bunch of auto attacks into Chen. Pop your W early here. You can now hit W or auto attacks onto him. This Vala is actually far out of positioning. So, but yeah. So right now you've taken a little bit of unnecessary damage, but still, just I don't think your W's popped yet. No, it still hasn't been popped.
Yeah, I don't think I've used my W a lot. I wasn't fully aware of like the best way of using it at first.
Yep.
And then after talking to a couple of people on the Discord and stuff like that, and then watching a couple of other games, I was seeing how it was being utilized.
Yep.
And so after that, like this game was my second to last game I played on Greymane, and then on the last game, I was using that W a lot more.
Okay, excellent. Also, you sound so much like Reynad. It's scaring me whenever I'm in calls with him. Holy cow. Just like the way you say certain words. Right here, you super miss a kill, though. Check this out. So you are in absolutely no pressure whatsoever. Stukov can't silence you. They have a Chen as their front line, so he has no hard CC. He can't kill you. So right now, your auto attacks can actually be coming here. You can be hitting the Malthael. But again, no W popped. This is a problem because your W would still be running from the earlier engagement. But even one auto attack in human form onto this Malthael and he'll die. He dies, and I'll show you where. So one auto attack, okay, he's now down to here. Right here, you need to E onto him, auto attack, Q, auto attack, and he dies. He's not allowed to be here. He is so far up, it's not even funny. And they have no way of doing anything to you. Like, Stukov's back here, that's the only form of CC that they have.
I think the only reason why I didn't, I mean, granted this game was about a week ago. I think that the only reason why I didn't do that is because I seen that my right wing was really, really low. And so I was lightweight worried about jumping onto him and then getting blown up.
And I think all that is just not understanding how their comp works, because they cannot kill you. They absolutely cannot kill you. You have the extra armor when you're in Worgen form. You were 100% health. They had already used all their abilities trying to kill one of your teammates, killing your teammate, and you were super safe. But yeah, it's okay. Moving on. And then right here, as soon as the wave crashes, just use your Worgen form and jump onto the wave and just start swiping it. You clear a lot faster in Worgen form, and you're also safer. You're much harder to kill when you're in Worgen form. So right here too, immediately just E onto the wave because they're all showing. They're all showing mid and bottom. So just E onto the wave. Yeah, there you go. Clear it. Perfect. And then what you can do as well with Greymane, so if you want to clear the wave efficiently, you Q this front one, so it splashes, okay? And then you E onto the caster, and then you Q the 3 backline minions, okay? So you E, you Q, but your Q only hit the 1. So you want to hit your Q on all 3 of them, and then you auto attack 1, you auto attack the next one, you auto attack the 3rd one, then you Q to kill all of them. And that's your most efficient way of clearing. So it's 3 autos and it clears everything. Oh, you can trade on that guy. Oh, he dies here actually. So, I want you, if it's possible, there are some applications you can download to do this, but just be more conscious of looking at your menu. Okay, I guess they do go missing. But again, it's a Sylvanas Vala. They don't kill you. I really feel like we could have killed Chen there, but that's okay. Yeah, and you go back top. I think this is fine, honestly. And right here, just go on him immediately. So you pop your W, you E onto him right now, because everyone is showing. They're showing 2 bottom, they're showing 2 mid. You're allowed to pressure this guy hard.
Okay.
This guy is so insane. Like, even here, he should die. You E onto him and kill him.
Yeah, when I'm playing Hero League, I really try to avoid dying because I mean I don't want to feed or anything like that, and so I mean I try to play extra safe because I am such at a low rank. Yep. So yeah.
I appreciate that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that is good. But of course, when you have math on your side, right, when every one of your opponents are showing, there's no possible way you die there. So I think the only way we can fix that is having you look at the minimap more. So
yeah, I do have a tendency to sit there and like there'll be some games where I'm just like hyper aggressive at looking at the map, and then there are games where I sit there and for some reason it just totally evades my thought process.
Yeah. And do you use A click for attacking?
I do.
Okay. All right. This guy dies, yes? Ooh, wait, I'm pretty sure you could have killed him here. So right here is where you have to go Worgen. It was a little too late. That's where he would have died.
So when would you say is like a really good time to start going wargame? Because like I usually try to wait until I have an opportunity, kind of like how with Genji, like you wait for the opportunity to like make sure you're gonna get the kill.
Nope.
Instead of just going blind.
You
No?
get in there. Worgen does so much more damage than human. It's unbelievable. Like, as soon as I see... Ooh, right here, as soon as this Chen all-ins me, he thinks he could out-trade a Greymane? Not a chance in heck. Also, we have an interrupt on his only survivability tool. So, Sonya can Q his drink. Yeah, immediately right there. And also, like, we always have to remember that you are safer. You die so much less when you go Worgen form because your Q can dodge abilities, you can E to escape, and you have armor. But yeah, if you went into Worgen form as soon as he all-ins you, he dies.
Okay.
How does that last auto not go off? I don't think he dies even if you get the splash there, but yeah, you just had to all-in him a little bit earlier. Do you go full Q? Okay. So at this point, you want to try to get out of the solo lane if possible.
See, that's something that I have a huge problem with. I find myself sitting there in most games. Like, I haven't played Greymane a lot lately, only because like I kind of feel like he's definitely not my best hero, and I don't feel that I'm amazing on him. I feel like I'm, you know, kind of in the middle on average, but so I've been focusing other heroes. But outside of that, I find myself when I'm playing like a Greymane or a Sonya or anybody with wave clear, I find myself in the solo lane like 98% of the time. It feels like.
Interesting.
It's like how we say in most other ones, like don't assume that the other people in your last replay. I am totally guilty of not communicating with my team outside of pings. Like I'll sit there and I'll ping every once in a while, but I won't really say or be too verbal in chat telling them what to do.
Okay. So like if you find yourself stuck in a solo lane situation a lot, this is a good map as an example. So your teammates were pretty much always skirmishing mid. You don't have to be top to contest the lane. You can let Chen push it in and then rotate up as soon as the wave starts coming to your towers and clear it safely there. And instead, just rotate mid and top instead of just staying top the entire time and looking to pressure mid instead. You can try changing it up like that, because it satisfies the same criteria, right? You're still getting top soak, but you're also just pressuring mid. But it's basically the same way of playing, but a little bit different, you know?
Yeah, no, I like that because that gives me a better understanding that like I don't have to be in a lane full time. I can sit there, I could make a rotation and then rotate back up once they crash into our towers.
Yep. And then it like puts the onus of, it puts like the burden of execution on your opponents at that point. Okay, also if this guy doesn't die, tell me how this guy doesn't die. Can somebody tell me how this guy doesn't die? He is serene. How does this guy not die? He doesn't die? He doesn't die?
Sadly, no.
Wait, what? How does he not die?
I have no reason or explanation for that whatsoever.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And yeah, a comment in here. Do you ever go for the throat? Are you comfortable using the ability?
Usually I go for the throat when it's like with their backline. The reason why I didn't say go for throat with this one is because of the Stukov. I felt like if I got within range to actually go for the throat on one of their backline that I wanted to hit, I would probably get into range of his arm and then be silenced and not be able to actually execute it.
Okay. I think this would be a perfectly fine game to go GFT, but yeah, okay. So right here, I think you start walking back in, which basically you kill yourself. But yeah, you walk in right there. That was the problem. Because now Chen can Q you, and there's no way you ever survive right there. He Qs you. Wait for it. And you walk in again. Yeah. Qs you. Now you're dead. In your tier, make sure you're never like putting yourself out of position like that, because this was 100% on your movements. So like right here, you're still dead here actually, but oh, sorry, wait, it was before. If this Chen were better, you were dead here. He just stays on you. Nothing else matters. Like this camp doesn't matter. He has healing. He's got Sylvanas. You're dead here. He just stays on you and you die. Okay. Coming back up. Yeah, I definitely actually think go for the throat would have been the better call this game, just because you have a pretty heavy dive comp. Like, you've got the Tyrael, and of course he's Judgment. You've got Butcher, so you're going to be able to get... There's going to be CC on one of these targets that can kind of screw over your dive. You're going to get a lot of value to go for the throat this game if you went it, but that's okay. No... Okay, you're at 8 stacks so far. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit and just have a look at what happens when you enter the scene here. Okay, so if you come mid, so there should pretty much be no reason for you to come mid unless you're looking to fight, but you do come mid and you don't look to fight. Because your teammates are already mid and the web weaver's really low. So if all you're looking to do is clear web weavers, you should have gone top here. But I'm pretty... no, you have...
See, a lot of the time in like situations like this, I get really scared because when I see like there's 4 people showing on the enemy team down here, and then there's 2 on my team. I get scared, or at that point Tyrael was there, but I get worried that if I'm not there to provide extra like threat, that my team is gonna die. Like these 3 are gonna wipe, and I'm gonna sit there, be top, and be completely by myself. And the next thing you know, they're gonna rotate bottom, and they're gonna take out my keep or my fort.
Okay. So there has been like 3 times so far where I think that you make a poor judgment call and you scare yourself into thinking that the worst things are going to happen. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Ooh, I see stacks right here, baby. Let's go. Oof. That was a huge furnace blast. Okay, that's good. Good rotation. You saw the fight break out and you came down. I don't know what Tyrael's doing, but that's okay. What I've noticed about this game over... So I watched a gold game before this, and the first camp was taken at 7 minutes, and on this game people are actually picking up camps, so...
Yeah, see, for me too, that's really hit or miss, and that's like I've been trying to focus mainly on heroes that are able to take camps solo.
Yeah, it's good.
But outside of that, like it's really hit or miss. Like earlier today, I played a game and I sat there, and right when we got in, I had a Samuro on my team, and I sat there and I like said, "Hey, dude, like let's get early camps. You know, like early camps are going to be nice. It's going to be great against this comp. Like let's go, let's go." And like shoot, like the first 5 minutes I'm sitting there like begging, like I'm like, can we go get camps? Because at that time I was playing Jaina, so I mean easy camps are easy, I could take them with Jaina, but I kept trying to get and we were on Dragonshire, but I kept trying to get hards and just no one would come with me.
Yeah, that's kind of crappy. Okay, so I want to talk to you about a strategy here. Okay, so your mid lane, you said you wanted to, like, you obviously want to fight here. Your team wants to fight. But as soon as the enemy team gets on in this kind of positioning and you're expecting a fort out of this engagement now, not really a fight, this is what I would have done as you. Looking at this map, I would have backed out of vision of the enemy. So like right about here, and mounted up and walked like right here and just hung out. And I would wait for my enemy team to just show that they're staying here. Sylvanas is showing bottom. Your Butcher is already showing that he wants to get out of here, so he's going bottom. I would be pushing top off of this, no joke. Like, I really think that if you can get out of the mentality of thinking that you're, like, you just have to babysit your teammates in bronze and start stepping into more of a carry mentality, and instead of babysitting your teammates, you're going to enable your teammates, I think you're going to be able to climb. I really do. So, like, I would be mounted right here right now, waiting for something to happen. Being mounted here is fine, because you can splash cocktails off this wall and still do damage. So, like, being mounted here is totally fine for all purposes. And then just frickin' as soon as they show mid like this is insane. They actually just like lose the game off this. Go top and clear it super fast. Look at this web weaver. You're Greymane. You just get in Worgen form. This is already destroyed like so quickly. Vala's here, it doesn't matter. Vala wants to step up, she's gonna die. Like, I'm pretty sure you threaten keep off this. And then you basically, you sit up here, you watch Vala and you watch the mini map. As soon as you see people leave mid, you Q away, you E away, you mount up, and you stand here and you wait. And now all of a sudden, you get all of this top push, and your teammates get mid for free now. Because you pulled all of these heroes top side. Your teammates didn't get mid off of it, but still, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that was another thing about with this game too. I felt like it wasn't just myself that was timid. I feel like almost the entire team was timid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see that in the next few minutes here too. They actually try to take that as 2 people, or 3 people. All right.
So real quick, as far as quest goes, I just got quest about 11-12 minutes into the game. Is that relatively decent? Should I strive to get it a little bit sooner, or
yeah, I think that's fine. The cocktail is such a weird one because, like, you have to, you know, hit it on multiple heroes in order to get it to stack quickly. But sometimes you're needed in the solo lane, and sometimes it's like impossible for you to get that early. So it really just depends on the circumstances. I would say in this context, yes, you stacked it in actually a really good time.
Okay, cool.
Okay, like, honestly, off of that, I would have asked my teammates to go do boss.
I might have at some point in this game. I don't think it was right now though.
Because you guys are in that weird limbo position where you don't have enough coins in order to turn in, and there's no camps to pick up on the map. So the only thing you can do is like get boss and let them turn in once, which basically denies them a lot of their turn-in pressure. Or
yeah.
See, like even there, I feel like you could have killed the Sylvanas and got away. The thing is their comp has no hard CC, but you're playing as if they do. So like right here, you just jumped right in on the Sylvanas. Right here. She's so dead. Right there. You kill her and you can still escape. You have your wall bottom. Ooh, yeah, that's what killed you right there. You used your E to go back onto the wave.
Yeah, what I've been trying to do is after your last community coaching last weekend.
Yep.
There was a time where you were saying something about being at the like 50 way mark.
Yep.
When it came to Infernal Shrines and not going beyond that. So what I've been doing since then, clearly not in this game, but I've been trying to maintain, like, as a ranged assassin, is being on my side of that 50 line mark, you know, so that way I'm a little bit closer to my stuff, unless I felt like really, really comfortable in the sense of I have a hard front line to get by, then I try to position myself a little bit better that way now.
Yeah. That's good. So like here too, so right here, Sylvanas dies. She is so dead. Oh my god, is she actually doing this? So like right off of that, you know she, when she uses mind control, she can't move. So right here, I would R her and then E on top of her with your W. And she's dead. Absolutely dead. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, she's so dead. She would have died there, for sure. In general, you're not hitting these squishies enough. Like, they're walking... This Sylvanas literally just walked up into your face. Like, this is the most disrespectful Sylvanas play I've ever seen in my entire life. This is unbelievable. She should absolutely die for this.
Agreed.
So moving forward with your Greymane, try just being more aggressive on these squishy targets. Because yeah, you're right, you're playing really timid. It's a good word for it. Okay, there's the boss ping. Okay, and we have a turn in with it. I'm sure we get a keep off of one of these, no? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Okay. Are we turning in?
I think so. I know, like, that's one thing that I try to really make sure is that, like, we're getting boss when we can, when we have numbers, or when everyone's showing far from the boss, and especially if I'm playing like Greymane or Vala, where I know that I can race the boss down rather quickly.
Yep.
Then I'll push for that. But outside of that, especially like on this map, I really just try to prevent them from turning in and us getting the turn in. So when I see that we have enough gems, I'm like pinging, like turn in.
So right here, I'm pretty sure you're safe to just escape. There's no way you guys can turn this fight in any circumstances. Sonya's not here. But then you E up and then walk back into the fight.
Yeah, that wasn't one of my finer moments.
Do you know why that happened? Like, do you know what you were thinking? Did you think that maybe like Sonya was going to come up and help the fight or something? Or because what I try to do, and I'm not trying to sound rude when I ask that or anything like that, but what I try to do is when I see something like that, I want to know why you made the decision to do that.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not 100% sure in that case. Like, because before I submitted this, I went over it and I watched it as well, and I was asking myself that same question, like, why did I do that? Like, that was really dumb.
It's always nice knowing the logic behind our decisions, so that if we, consistently see the same thing happening, we know how to fix it, right?
Yeah.
And I think, here you just throw your heroic. Do you even see them in the bush? Oh, you think he's there. Wait. I'm pretty sure if you were just with your 4-man, you guys get the kill here too. Basically, what I would be looking to do as the Greymane in this comp, just finding... If your Sonya finds a Q on anyone, you ult it immediately and try to kill it. If the Butcher finds an E on anyone, you ult it immediately and try to kill it. It's like right here, like they find the Malthael, and if you were here and you ult in EQ auto, like this guy dies.
Okay.
Judgment on top of it, or even the Judgment. If you see the Judgment coming, you ult that target immediately. This is good. in the Worgen form, and then go on Vala. Eisen, you're playing too scared, man. So right off that kill, you guys have 2 kills and everyone is safe. Except for Sonya, but who cares about Sonya? She's got defensives. Right here, you just immediately go in Worgen form onto this Vala. She's dead. You guys actually win the game here. She dies, but you disengaged. And she's still alive.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I have no idea what I was thinking right here.
And both of them live? No.
And if I remember correctly, I think I pinged the heck out of this top 4 because like I really wanted to end here. And at some point, I think everybody, yeah, they just started like backing off, I think. I don't remember exactly because like I said, I submitted this about a week ago.
Yeah. No, that's good to go on it. I mean, you guys probably could have ended the game, maybe.
Yeah, no, I definitely know right here that we could have ended. Especially because we're about to get that kill.
Yeah.
You know, and then the only person coming up is Malthael, and then when he comes up, I mean, we could have taken him out, and then everybody else in a little domino effect. But yeah, everybody backed off.
Yep, that's a little bit unfortunate right there.
And that's why, like, one thing right here that I do know where I make mistakes is, like I said, like the previous guy, is I'm not very verbal or communicating with everybody because I know that during that time, I mean, I came from watching old school Tempo Storm where like they would sit there and have all the enemy forts up, and then all of a sudden they'd wipe the entire team one time and then go in and just end the game. So, you know, when I see these opportunities, I know that they're there, but I have a hard time of just getting into the groove of like, okay, I need to like communicate. I always feel like I don't want to sit still as like a hero. I don't want to like take the time to type anything out, and that's a horrible habit. You can, do it like mid rotations if you're safe. Just mount up, hit right click somewhere that you're trying to walk to, and then just quickly type something. Find abbreviations and stuff like that. Communicating is very, very effective. But here, this is another thing I've noticed about your play is you tunnel vision so hard on target. So like you see this Chen. This Chen is your lifelong lover. He's the only one you see. But you have vision of this entire fight, and right here you can actually E onto the Vala. Yeah.
So like Vala dies right here. E onto her, boom, killed. You killed her, and you're now here with your last swipe, and now this guy dies too. Boom, auto, 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 Q, he's dead too. So you now kill both of these guys, and you're here. Oh no, there's a single Chen. You can even just like Q and then E back over here onto Sylvanas, she dies too. Like, this game, you totally had so many opportunities to carry this. But see, and then like even here, you just like disengaged and then go back into the wave. Could you imagine your auto attacks right now splashing with Hunter's Blunderbuss? E onto the Sylvanas right now. E onto her. Yep. And kill her. Sylvanas. Yep. Kill her. Now kill him. Auto Q auto. Ooh, you're so afraid. You're so scared. I'm not saying that to be mean or anything. I'm just saying that to just, I want you to not be afraid.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I do get scared of like my healers, especially because like with this, I don't know. I just have a very, very bad time with healers when it comes to Hero League, like really bad.
And like right there was a Q that was missed, and Malthael lives because of it. So like here, I would never walk left, ever. Left, like the only way, look at this. There's 4 of us alive. There's 3 of them alive, and they have such low health pools. Every auto should be moving to the right. So you shouldn't have been here. You should be here right now. And now you should be here. This Malthael cannot get by you. And then he's dead, and now you're also here on the right-hand side of Saint, and you kill him too.
But do you think in that instance right there, would I have? Do you think I would have lived through that?
Let me see. If you play this 100% prop, okay, it's tough to say, okay, because let's look at this. So right here, I actually think it's fine for you to E this way right now. You kind of want to get out of Organ form right here because like they're all stacked up. Like you can do so much with your splashes, and you guys actually have the team fight advantage with the Vala being dead. So you can E right here. That's fine. Auto attacking, it's splashing. You're autoing here, it's splashing on like 4 people. Insane. Autoing, you're standing here and you're autoing and you're splashing your Q. Holy mother of pearl, you're doing so much damage, it's not even funny. Auto. Sylvanas is like literally half health from your auto attack splashes right now. So that's why it's hard to say whether or not you would have died from that exact situation. This was the hugest problem. This was the biggest problem you could have done. You completely disengaged from the fight. You're auto attacking the creep wave.
Yeah, I think right there, it definitely was a horrible call. I think my state of mind at that time was trying to get value out of our camp by eliminating the other camp and having that come up and use the spell shield.
What the heck hits you here? Is it a Stukov auto? Whack. And then poly, and then right. I actually, oh, okay, I think it's Sylvanas. But yeah, this was the biggest problem. And we should just... Wait, this guy's gonna die.
This is where, like, right here, because I don't know if I'm wrong in this, but I feel like the Brightwing, the Sonya, and the Tyrael could have went top, could have taken on that Vala, killed that Vala, and taken out the core.
Yeah, probably. It's either that or somebody could have triggered boss or something, but
yeah, that's why, like, right there, I was sitting there like that. If you were looking at the chat in the in-game chat, like, that's where I start. I'm like, please go core. Like, I'm dead. I'm like, please go core.
Yeah. Wait, how do these games not end?
And like right here, like this, I'm almost 100% positive we lose this, because I didn't want to send you one that I won on, just to really like show where the mistakes were, but I don't know how, but we wipe here.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys don't if the first thing you do is use E. So never, ever, ever human auto attack the core unless you're getting splash damage for a kill. So right here, first thing you do is you E onto this, and then you Q and hit your W and start auto attacking, and then you spread out. You can't really spread out too far if you guys want to fight for it. But like your Brightwing has wind up. I'm like 90% sure you guys could have just easily done that as long as you just all-ined it with Worgen form.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't go Worgen for him right there.
So aside from like all of the, you know, you guys not taking boss and getting turn in and stuff like that, all that stuff is kind of irrelevant. I really just wanted to focus on the way that you were playing your Greymane. So I said it before the replay started. I said chances are you're going to be attacking the wrong targets or doing the wrong things in fights, and that was absolutely true for this game. So there's a lot of times where you just simply weren't attacking the squishy targets that were, in some cases, literally walking up to your face. So next replay, or next time you play Greymane, look for those squishy targets and give yourself some wiggle room. Give yourself a little bit of a risk factor. Like, you died 5 times this game. You did a lot of damage, but a lot of it was irrelevant damage. A lot of it was into like Chen shielding and stuff like that. So give yourself some wiggle room with deaths. Like, you're allowed to test the limits of your heroes. That's the only way you get better. So like, you should, in the early game against the Chen, you were playing really scared. You could have all-in'd him in your Worgen form when there was 2 showing mid and 2 showing bot, and you would have actually got those kills, guaranteed. Like, he was insane for trying to all-in you in some of those spots. And then, yeah, just some of the team fights, you were going on Chen instead of the Sylvanas or the Valo who would walk up to you. So just try being more aggressive like that and try making those, you know, those individual plays. Because I really feel like once you get a hang of Greymane like that, like being able to play team fights like that, you're just going to see so much more success on the hero. Because there's so many missed opportunities this game just based on the way that you're playing Greymane.
Okay.
And I wonder, don't stop playing him though. 'Cause did you say you stopped playing him as much lately? It was.
Yeah, I stopped playing him as much only because I was really, there was something that somebody said in chat in our in the Discord that got me thinking of like heroes that are actually my playstyle. And back when I first started playing this game, I was a Kel'Thas main, and like I just played the hell out of Kel'Thas. And then so I just started thinking about heroes that are relatively similar, and yeah, so I kind of went back to playing mages. And I mean, let's get real, Hanzo, because Hanzo's
OP.
you know, amazing.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, I kind of took a step back from Greymane only because I feel like I'm too I'm either too timid or I'm too aggressive is what it feels like, and I need to really find that balance between the two to be more successful with him, I believe.
Okay. In the meta right now though, man, I'm telling you, if you've had some poor games with Greymane in the past, I implore you to not let that deter you from playing him in the future. He is so good right now. He's so good into Hanzo. He's so good into Genji. He's so good in a single support meta. He's so good in this new camp meta. He can take all the camps. He can solo lane. He can do everything. Greymane is the best hero in the game.
Yeah.
So I want to convince you to not give up on him. I was asked the question in chat just now, is Greymane good at your tier? Absolutely. I recommend Greymane among probably above most other heroes just because of what he can do. He can do everything. He's the jack of all trades, and it's not like he sacrifices in any areas because of that. So I definitely suggest making sure you keep up on the Greymane play. But you got some work to do with Greymane, and that's totally fine because there's only one way to go, man. You're just gonna go up. That's it.
Absolutely. So would you say next time what I should do is definitely use Go for the Throat instead of Curse Bullet?
There, yeah, for sure. Because honestly, killing Chen doesn't really matter that game. The only thing that the Curse Bullet could really be used for is killing Malthael, but again, I just don't think that it is as good as being able to kill the Vol or the Sylvanas, because they're obnoxious heroes. And yeah, I really just didn't see you getting locked down or interrupted or anything like that. And considering the way that these backline carries are playing in this MMR, Go for the Throat's going to get unbelievable value.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for submitting the replay, and thanks for being so active in the Discord. I really appreciate it. You know, and as a person who is in low bronze and you're submitting a replay, you're empowering other people who may not have the highest ranks, and I'm sure we're gonna just continue to get, I guess, people in that sort of ranking submitting to community coaching, and I think it's really good because we're able to learn a lot from replays like that. So thanks.
Absolutely, thank you.
course. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Sounds good. Bye.
All right. All right. Gerhard, thanks for the sub.